Hello everyone. In my last video I talked about the origin of Lagrangian mechanics and why we need Lagrangian mechanics. I talked about that. So continuing the lecture series. So in this video I will be talking about the Lagrangian, that is what is a Lagrangian. When someone asks you what is a Lagrangian, what is the meaning of that? So generally people write Lagrangian as T minus V, but it is not so. Before telling it as T minus V, you must answer this simple line, that is, it is an effective tool in solving complex systems and further helps in finding the equations of motion of a system. Certain complex systems which are very difficult to solve by Newtonian approach, that complex system by eliminating the constraints we can approach by Lagrangian mechanics. So also by Lagrangian mechanics, by using the Euler-Lagrangian equation, we can find the equation of motion. Okay, so this is the most beautiful application of Lagrangian mechanics. So further you can say that if a system is best described by some generalized coordinates, because in classical mechanics we deal with generalized coordinates and in Lagrangian mechanics we deal with generalized coordinates. So if a system is best described by some generalized coordinates, then Lagrangian or Lagrangian function you can say, which is a function of position, generalized velocity and sometimes time, this is sometimes time, then it can be written as kinetic energy minus potential energy, where generally T is dependent on Q dot J. Okay, that is the velocity, generalized velocity, and potential is dependent on the position. Okay, so why Q dot J is written, why not V? Because in classical mechanics we write, if position is denoted by Qj, then the velocity will be written as Q dot J, acceleration will be written as Q double dot of J. So this is the way. So Lagrangian is generally T minus V. So you must say this before answering directly as T minus V. And what is J? J is 1, 2, 3 up to n. That is the kinetic energy. If only one thing, that is only one part of the system is contributing the kinetic energy, then it will be T, where the T will be dependent on Q1 dot whole square. So if they are depending on two parts, it will be Q1 dot whole square half m Q1 dot whole square plus Q2 dot whole square, like this. So for n parts, if n things are contributing to the kinetic energy of a system, then it will be Q1 dot whole square plus Q2 dot whole square plus Q3 dot whole square dot Qn dot whole square. So that is why there J is written. This is the general expression of the Lagrangian of a system. Okay, so this is the basic concept about the Lagrangian of a system. It is the most powerful tool to solve the complex systems and to find the equation of the motion. So before dealing with the Euler-Lagrangian equation, we need to find the approach from which the Euler-Lagrangian equations can be derived, and the best one is the action principle. Let us talk about that. So what is action principle? If we draw a configuration space where Qj is plotted this side and T is plotted on the x-axis, you say, or Qj is plotted in the y-axis. Why it is a configuration space? Because the space which is formed by some generalized coordinates, we are talking about Lagrangian here. So generalized coordinates are Qj, Q dot J and T. So generally least action principle, the plot is between Qj and T, because Q dot J can be found by differentiating this with respect to T. So that is not an issue. So generally it is written with Q versus T. So if a system from this time moves to this time, from T1 to T2, in many possible ways, that is, it can have various paths, this path, the black path, the blue one, the violet one, and many more paths. There are infinite number of paths. So the system selects that path where the kinetic energy minus potential energy at each and every point in this curve gives us a minimum value. That is the least action principle. So suppose this is the path of the system, the green one. Then by taking every point, okay, in this curve, the kinetic energy minus potential energy each and every point, if we add up, then if the path is giving this a minimum value, then this path is the best suitable path for the transition from T1 to T2 for this system. So this is the least action principle. The system solely selects the best path for which the kinetic energy minus potential energy is minimum for that path. That is the least action principle. So So what I've explained is written in the language. If a system moves from time t1 to t2, which have many possible paths, okay, the system takes the path for which kinetic energy minus potential energy when summed up for a path, means for that path, gives us the minimum value. So the system selects the path where the kinetic energy minus potential energy gives us the minimum value. Okay, so we generally write as this as action, the action, okay, this generally denoted by the action, which is equal to, this is the summation. Why integration is written? Because if we have discrete values, means we have, suppose a 1 2 3 4 5 dot 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 n, we have discrete values, then we generally use summation sign from I is equal to say 1 to n. For continuous values we use the integration sign where the things are continuous. So system moving from t1 to t2 where there is continuous infinite numbers of points, so we add that points where the kinetic energy minus potential energy, as the limit is in t, so it is dt. And this kinetic energy minus potential energy, as I've told earlier, if this is kinetic energy is t and potential energy is v, then it is L dt. This is the well-known expression for the action of a system, and the system follows that path where action is equal to t1 to t2 L dt gives us a minimum value. Okay, so this is the least action principle. So today up to this action principle was necessary because in my next video I will be deriving the Euler-Lagrangian equation from the least action principle. So if you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can comment in the comment section below. Till then, you can share this video and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for receiving more updates. Okay, till then, thank you.